Alright guys, let's test the A350 by inibuilds to the max. We're gonna do dual failures. First one will be rapid decompression, then we're gonna follow it with a dual engine failure. So I don't think we're gonna survive that, but stick around to see if we're gonna do or not. And also there will be a lot of helpful insights if you wanna try that scenario your own as well. It's gonna be lots of adrenaline. So let's go to flight ops situations, then let's enable them. Decompression start, check, yes. And immediately you can see the cabin alt is increasing. Pilots might not notice that right away, but at 10,000 feet we will get a warning. Okay, we should be descending by the way, so we're gonna start our regular descent. Okay, so that's also another test for the aircraft. Is it gonna transition from a regular descent to emergency descent with massive descent rates? We will see.
Maintaining flight level 380.
Also, once we reach 10,000 feet, there are memory items that we should execute. So first thing, you need to grab your oxygen mask, establish communication with your crew member, start your descent immediately, maybe use 15 degrees right or left, not to be in the same route, and also speed brake full extended and throttle in idle. Then notifying ATC. However, we're not gonna do that. Now we have the warning. We're not gonna do that manually because like it has emergency descent feature. We wanna test that one out. Even in real life, pilot will not stay and wait for the aircraft to do it. So now we have a regular descent. Okay, we are above our profile with approximately 5,000 feet. Let's silence the alarm. And the cabin is rising. Also we have emergency descent button here. We can arm that one. So now as you can see, emergency descent armed. We're descending rapidly by the way. Let's get the speed brake on. We have the warning again. It's deviating, so it's initiated. Now it's initiated, as you can see. Auto emergency descent engaged. And it's deviating with another warning.
You're squawking 7700. What is your emergency?
And it did the squawking. Notify ATC. I'm gonna do that since we're not flying the aircraft. It's doing everything for us. However, notice the insane descent rate, 7,300 feet. Definitely gonna feel that. Qatari 870, Mayday. We are doing emergency descent. We have lost cabin pressure. So now we are descending. As you can see, that's also a good way to catch your descent profile quickly, doing emergency descent in the simulator. So we have the checklist. We have the crew oxygen mask.
0 Roger. Emergency descent approved. Descent altitude 10,000 feet at 5 wind level.
Of course, we are descending to 10,000 feet, as you can see, automatically by the aircraft, and it's selected heading for us. And we have grabbed our oxygen mask, so we did that. Signs should be on as well, so let's engage them. Even above 15,000 feet we should do the manual for passenger as well. 15,000 feet cabin pressure difference, I mean. So we have a checklist being executed already, some by the aircraft and some by us. Emergency descent initiated, check. Speed, check. ATC notified, check. BA, let's assume we did that. Let's turn off terrain as well because it's quite disturbing. Check. Squawking is done, as you can see. ATC 7700. Max flight will be 10,000 feet, check. So if you have above 14,000 feet you should enable the oxygen mask. So if we select that one, check. When descent established, crew oxygen mask delusion. So we need to switch from 100% oxygen from that knob to diluted, where we can grab some oxygen from the mask along with oxygen from the cabin. Okay,
Sorry, 870.
check that.
Contact Doha approach on 119.725.
Okay,
Doha approach on 119.725. Qatari 870.
cabin alt above 14,000 feet currently, no, though we did that. Check ram air on.
Doha approach. Qatari 870 evening. Descending through flight level 150 for
So we're
10,000.
almost 10,000 feet. We need to do that as well.
Qatari 870 heavy Doha approach identified. Good evening. Hamad QNH 1014 expect ILS runway 34 right approach into Hamad.
1014. Okay.
Expect the ILS runway
Cabin
34
pressure
right
is
approach.
decreasing, as you can see. It's still in the red zone. Now we are almost 10,000 feet. Let's get the ram air on. Check. So we have the status page live finally in the A350. They didn't simulate that one for a while, so now we have some limitations in there, which is cool. Also, there is that amazing knob in here where we can reduce the brightness for all the screens. Why we do have another trim? Maybe my mistake. So currently we are 10,000 feet. We have 33 nautical miles from airport. Let's boot direct to, actually let's go to nav, get rid of constraints, because like we are about to lose our engines, do engine failure. Okay, so let's get closer. Direct.
Kindly put your tray tables away. Ensure your seats are in their full upright position and fasten your seat belts. Our Qatar Airways staff will provide you with information
10,000 feet
regarding your
should give us about 25 nautical miles. I'm gonna do selected speed. I don't wanna reduce my speed now. I wanna have some energy to glide on. So we will wait about 10 nautical miles, then we will initiate that. Remember guys, that's the direct path to the airport, Hamad International Airport in Doha. Wow, beautiful scenery in there. I really love that. And if you're gonna fly it in a regular way, following the STAR procedure, then it's gonna be 84 nautical miles. So remember to use position monitor and add the airport in there with runway. That's a real life procedure by Airbus pilots, by the way. They usually do that to know the distance to the runway. So now we're getting closer, and we can actually while we have some time, let's go to our secondary flight plan one, and let's import our active. Then let's select a different runway. So let's go to flight plan, the opposite direction maybe, so like runway 16 left or right. I don't know, what do you think guys? Maybe left. Speed brake still on, my bad, I've been talking. Okay, and let's make it ILS for now, no star, none. Then let's return. Let's remove that disco in there. Just for reference, so when we boot LS as well, it's gonna give us distance, so we can see it in here and in there as well, in the position monitor. Now position monitor, we have 27 nautical miles. Let's increase the speed a bit. Oh, we are technically not below 10,000 feet, so even that's not fully illegal. So let's switch to arc mode. Now we are 25 nautical miles. I believe we can try that one now. Let's go to situations again. Engine failure, start. Hopefully we can survive that. And immediately we have a warning and we're losing power in both engines. And we have lost power. Autopilot is gone. What's really cool in the A350, it's gonna start the autopilot immediately for us. By the way, we could be closer to the opposite runway, but I'm gonna stay a bit. So ABU auto start will happen. We're not gonna initiate it to show you the automation in here, and also we can still use the autopilot with that kind of failure, which is cool. So now quickly through the checklist. Time permits for full procedure, yes. RAT manual on, check. Fuel page checked, let's assume that. Optimum light speed, we're not gonna do that. All throttle level idle, check. Diversion initiated, let's notify ATC as well since we do have some time. Qatari 870, Mayday, we have lost all engines, we have dual engine failure. Declaring emergency. Diversion initiated, we're gonna continue to our
Qatari 870 Heavy, Roger, emergency declared. You are clear to land at any airport. Recommend Hamad Airport, 24 miles south, runway 34 right. Refuel and salt on board.
okay, we have
Clear to land any airport. Recommending Hamad Airport. Runway 34 right, 24 miles south. Qatari 870.
Qatari 870, we have passengers of 367 passengers and fuel 7,000 kilos. Now we are approaching the green dot speed. We didn't start our descent yet. And distance is about
Qatari 870,
19.
Roger, 367 passengers and 7,000 kilos of fuel noted. Continue your approach to Hamad Airport, runway 34 right.
And hopefully by now you have noticed that we have the ABU auto started avail and we have restored power. We can also use the autopilot, which is a great idea actually to reduce the workload. Let's start descending and set a green dot speed and let's do open descent. So let's pull open descent. Green dot speed is 195 knots for now. So the aircraft will descend accordingly to maintain that speed.
Visual approach runway 36 right. Maintain 190 or greater till advised.
Okay, let's get back to our checklist. We're flying our star like nothing happened, as you can see. We have gliding distance about 20-ish nautical miles. We are in safe zone, so let's lose some energy for a while. Actually, you know what, to be closer to airport, let's use heading. The important thing is to fly, you know, remember that. Fly and navigate, aviate, navigate, then communicate. So we need to keep flying that thing regardless, not having a co-pilot. Okay. Turning a little bit earlier. Let's get back to our charts. We have, by the way, a third runway in there. So we have 2 runways for Hamad International, and also we do have another airport within our chart. It's OTBD, as you can see. So let's go back to our checklist. FMS both on 1 check, using VHF 1 captain side checked, ATC notified check, transponder and TCAS system 2 check. Engine relight can be attempted. No, we're not gonna try to restart engines now. We don't have alt for that. Optimum speed, green dot speed checked. Below 10,000 feet we need to do some stuff. Since we are below 10,000 feet, we can prepare cabin and cockpit. Let's notify cabin crew. Okay, so we did that.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew is on alert for emergency descent.
Okay, runway in sight, as you can see. Okay, back 1 and 2 off, because we don't have air from engine. Baro reference is set because we need that for landing. Ditching, what kind of, and let's do forced landing. Hopefully it's not gonna turn into ditching, because like we have tons of water in there. So yeah, that's also another possibility. Currently, let's get back to our flying stuff. Now we are 5,000, which gives us about 12-ish nautical miles or something like that. Because like gliding distance will be different if we're not clean, if we have gear down and slats and flaps on. So you can see that in here. Okay, now we are 10 nautical miles. We are still within safe margins. We can start flying diagonally a bit to be safer, not that far from the airport. And also we need to anticipate for turning around, because like turning around will cost us lots of energy.
Cirrus 811 Zulu, descend to 2000, cleared for the visual 15.
Descending to 2000, cleared for the visual 15811 Zulu.
Okay, max gliding distance. Check for landing flaps 1 2 minutes before landing. If we need more drag, we can use flaps 2, because like that will reduce our energy a lot. Now we are parallel to runway, as you can see. It is working. It's very cool. A very nice scenery, by the way. Okay, let's get back to aviating. Now we are 2000. This will give us about 5 miles. Let's get closer. Let's put flaps 1, slats 1. Minimum rate speed, by the way, 140. We'll lose power at this point. And let's get closer, closer, closer. We're approaching 1000. Oh no, 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 I wanna keep flying the green dot speed. Just wanna stay clean as much as possible. Let's do that.
1000.
Okay, check. Gravity extension is done. We're quite fast. Autopilot is off. Time for manual flying. Flaps 2.
Sink rate.
500.
Too low. Terrain.
Yeah, we know that. Main landing gears down. We're gonna wait for the nose. Hopefully it
Too
goes.
low.
300.
Terrain. Too low.
Speed brake
Terrain.
on.
200.
Nose wheel is down.
100.
Let's float for a bit to lose some speed.
40. 30. 20.
No, not
10.
now. 180 knots. Let's wait.
5.
5. Okay, for some reason it's floating. Why? It shouldn't crash. No. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We have a bug. I forgot to tell you about that. I contacted them. We have a bug. Once you touch down, you lose your gear.
50,
Um,
40,
for some reason, I don't know why. We're like
30,
five.
20,
Oh man, oh
10,
man, I was so immersed, and it was a very nice approach.
5,
Uh, but let me tell you something. I have contacted inibuilds about that bug, and they told me, and they are checking my video because I have another emergency landing with dual engine failure, and they told me that they are checking specifically that video and they are working on it. Probably I will send them that video as well. Hopefully they will work on that because like, man, it's really cool to see that aircraft stopping at the end of the airport, a runway, and with dual engine failure and rapid decompression, in the same flight. Also, make sure to try that scenario. I really enjoyed that one a lot. I hope you can tell. And yeah, go ahead and give it a try. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. And if you like that video, give it a like. That will help us a lot. Take care, guys, and have a nice flight. Bye bye.